All right, folks. So we are going to go through how to create a flowchart for your sludge project. So up here, I have an example of a practice flowchart. So you'll need to design a flowchart to show how you would separate the following mixture. And you should draw this in a notebook. You can draw this on a free piece of paper that you take a picture of, or if you want to, you can go online and use some sort of drawing tool online, or if you have a tablet, you can do it on that too. Choose whatever you like. So in this example, we actually already know what our four components are of our mixture. You will not know, so you'll need to be a little bit more general with what you're doing. But this is kind of an example, and what you'll see is you'll have the general version that you do, and then you'll be able to go back as you identify substances and be more specific. So in our example, we have sugar, water, plastic beads, and iron nails all mixed together. And the separation techniques that we will be referencing from lab are decanting, distillation, filtering, fractional distillation, and physical means. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this flow chart over here, and you can kind of see how this all works. So we're going to start off with this. We have sugar, water, plastic, and iron all mixed together. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a box around these materials. So as you see, I've drawn a box, and that indicates that I'm talking about materials. Now, I'm going to connect that box to that circle that says decanting. Decanting is a process by which you pour the liquid off of insoluble solids. So in this case, if I decant, I'm going to end up with two containers of materials. In one container, I'm going to have the liquid mixture that includes sugar and water. And I put that in a box because those are materials. In the second container, I will have a mixture that includes plastic and iron. Alrighty, now I have two containers, and so for each container, I'm going to need to do a separate process in order to separate the two materials. So let's start over here with sugar and water. Because I have sugar dissolved into water, I need to separate that solution. So I am going to use distillation. And you'll notice that I'm putting this in a circle because distillation is a process. Once I have performed distillation, I will have two containers. One container will have water in it, and the second container will have sugar. Now, because each of those is now its own thing, water is its own substance and sugar is its own substance, they are in their own box. I am done with those materials. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to the other two substances of plastic and iron. Now, in order to separate plastic and iron, I'm just going to use the general term physical means. Okay, this can mean a lot of different things. Because I am feeling a little more detail oriented, I'm going to put in parentheses here that I mean magnet, because I know that magnets will attract the iron, because iron is magnetic and plastic is not. Once I use these physical means, I will end up with plastic in one container and iron in another container. Once again, materials go in boxes. I have now reached the point where each of my materials is in its own box, meaning that I have gone through all of the different processes needed to separate my mixture. So you will now do this on your own using this same process, using the next page in the Schoology folder that gives you the instructions on what your starting materials are and gives you a format to follow. If you have any questions, please let me know.